boogie 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 boogie. Dance your hands off, baby.
Let me explain something to you.
Okay.
The Jews are having a hard time. Do you understand?
I know.
What do you mean you know?
I am half Jewish.
No,
You said.
are you talking
I know
about?
my last name does not.
not the Wiccans half.
Not the Wiccans.
What's the other half?
Greenwald?
What are you talking about? You are half Jewish?
Yes.
Does Brett know?
He knows. He's quarter.
For what it's worth.
What name are we dealing with over here?
Well, it's like my great grandpa had to change his name at Ellis Island from like Moshe Peterovsky or something.
Yeah, I would have changed
to
that.
Peter Morris.
So Morris is the Jewish part.
Yeah.
How about that? Together,
But my mom's not Jewish. So I don't know if you would.
No,
would
I
welcome
don't.
Me.
And because let me explain something
Okay.
to you. The mother making the Jewish children is an old situation. It was for when they couldn't tell with DNA who the father was, and the mother they thought was maybe a slut. You understand? So
Yes,
it had to be through, because she might not have been Jewish, but she might have had a Jewish child, but you wouldn't know because you couldn't guarantee anything.
That makes sense.
So now it doesn't matter. Whatever. Here's what I want to say. Welcome to episode 2 of the Beverly podcast, brought to you with 1 3/4 Jews. Who knew?
It's
I
true.
can't believe you're telling everyone. Is this your coming out as a Jew?
I mean,
After a couple of very rocky 2 years where you've been definitely keeping your head down, I bet.
no. Well, here. Do you want to know something insane for real? This is true.
Yeah.
So I always thought that I was a quarter. And then I did Ancestry and 23andMe and found out that I was 52.
Your mom is 100%.
My mom is 100. And I think that they had weird, like,
They converted at some point.
like nervousness in Europe.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. So my mom is 100, but it's not. And my grandpa's buried in a Jewish cemetery
Where?
in New York.
How about that? Isn't that wonderful? Well, consider this your ticket to, to disenchantment and disappointment. And as you grow to feel more Jewish, you will be miserable. So welcome to my Wisdom and Wellness podcast. Here we are trying to keep sane in an insane world where I share my wisdom, experience, and mistakes so you have more wisdom, experience, and make less mistakes. That's why we're here. Now, with that in mind, I would love to take accountability for something right off the bat because I think that that's part of this, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to apologize, okay? Here's what happened, okay? Do you remember a few months ago when Kate Middleton went blonde for about a day and a half?
Yeah, like one day.
And it was your kind of blonde.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. For a day and a half, this was all that the internet could talk about was Kate Middleton. She's blonde. Okay. Here's what happened. Okay. I went on a Los Angeles murder tour. Okay. A few weeks before this. Okay. Those are those wonderful bus tours they do of all of the ghost sites. Here's where the Manson family killed the LaBiancas. And here's where the Black Dahlias, half of her, her smiling corpse was found. It's wonderful history. It's important to know history.
Yeah.
Okay. You go to the Museum of Death. It's just, I feel the most beautiful thing about moving to, it's like if I could go to college now, I would appreciate it more. I moved to a new city at the age of 74, 75, somewhere around there. Actually moved when I was 70, here and now, whatever. And I've been exploring my new home. And you're learning the history. So I'm there and I'm learning the history. And on the bus is the most obnoxious Cockney woman, heavy. Wanted to see if you were still awake. Anyway, if I could fat shame her for a moment, okay? Fine. But what I will say is, why doesn't body weight come into the equation when you're getting a tattoo. Anyway, it should. So, okay, I'm being asked to look at her flesh. Do you understand? If you put a picture on it, then you're saying, here's art I'm displaying. And if it turns out I'm looking at a gargantuan love handle with some sort of rose. Okay, I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you. It's just distracting, okay? And I can't help what I'm thinking, which my first thought is tattoo. My second thought is large surface area. So anyway, most obnoxious Cockney accent I've ever heard in my life. Cockney from England.
Sure.
You understand? I mean, she said, ow, where's the death? Haven't I? Like that.
What?
Okay? Ow, when? Now, Mexico. You understand?
Yeah, I've never heard you do accents before. That was interesting.
I've been told I have an ear. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, you know what it is? Because years ago I saw Newsies, and then I was trying to tell my friends in the temple about it. They should have gone to it while I was touring. And I was trying to say, it's Nosy. No.
Santa Fe.
Yeah. Yes, Santa Fe. And they're all doing the Cockney accent. I picked it up. So anyway, she's on the bus, and she's so loud. I do royal air. I do royal air. It was really, honestly, it was ruining the experience for me. Okay, I'd like to, when I'm learning history, I don't need to be distracted by other tourists. Regardless, she's going on and on and on and on. Turns out, okay, she's bragging. She does royal hair. She does the royal hair. Okay, she's some sort of hairdresser.
Oh, that's what you were
in
saying.
Windsor. That's right, royal hair. And at a certain point, I thought, I got to do something to shut her up. So I nudged her, okay, from the back and then pretended it wasn't me, okay? But I jostled her bag and my bag. There was jostling. Now, I always carry a stain stick, okay? When I got back to my domicile in Glendale, okay, right off of Chevy Chase, which is, no one's been able to answer me whether or not Chevy Chase came before the man or the man
Never
came
understood
before
that
him.
road.
Or Chevy Chase, Maryland. We'll have to Google it. But because I don't understand if the mother knew about the place and the boulevard, why she named him that. But, you know, whatever. I didn't name my child, Fountain. Yeah. So anyway, the point is I live near there, but don't come stalk me, okay? I have a nice bungalow, a Russian neighbor, and I've told you it's like 90% Armenian. Wonderful people. And so I jostle, I come home, no stain stick in my tote, okay? What I have is some kind of hair product with some kind of British address on it, which means it's some sort of local farm-to-table organic, something from Windsor, okay? Clearly, Cockney got my stain stick. Do you understand? Which leads me to believe, because the next week, Middleton is blonde. Okay? Less than 24 hours after the blonde appeared, Middleton is brunette again. So with that in mind, I'd love to take some accountability, okay, and apologize for my part in contributing to the, blonde crisis of 2025, which is when that was. Okay, so everyone can just calm down on the mystery. She wasn't sampling, not willingly. I imagine she's a very busy person, Kate Middleton. I can do the posh accent too. And she's, going over her to-do list for the day, which is I'm going to go to this hospital. I'm going to pretend to be Diana here. I'm going to go pretend that I care about my children over here. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so that's how that went on. And I know this because I've been to London, last year. Okay. And they're very busy. You don't see them walking around. I know that she's busy. She's doing things. Okay. So that was my part in in Blonde Gate. Okay. But it's over. Everybody, crisis averted. Okay. Calm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
and
day.
I had a wonderful time. I went to London last year. Okay. With my friend Nancy Waller from Wilshire Boulevard Temple. We went on a Jewish heritage trip. They have these trips all over the world. You go and you see where the Jews lived for 5 minutes before they got slaughtered. It's absolutely mind expanding, and a lot of fun. I'm so sorry. Did you not know that they had Jews in England?
Actually, yeah, I'm curious where they lived in England. I haven't heard about that.
I was not
okay.
aware.
Well, you weren't aware. Okay.
I know that they're there. I just didn't know there was like a certain like a neighborhood.
Okay. You didn't see Harry Potter?
Oh, but that.
You did see that.
You didn't see
no,
Harry
but
Potter? Okay. Do you don't remember the Gringotts Goblins? Huh? With J.K.?
No.
You're not saying.
Okay, excuse me. J.K. Oh, J.K. People
Oh,
are
boy.
so upset about the trans talk. Isn't it? I just find it interesting. They're very upset about everything she says about they, them. But no one seemed to care when she made the bankers a bunch of hook-nosed, short, ugly,
That's true.
scaly
true.
little gremlins, right? Little Shylocks. Yep. No one, isn't it funny to just let it slide? Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny how our Jews in America look like Scarlett Johansson, you know, and theirs look like gremlins? Isn't that interesting? It's just an interesting dichotomy. You know, they've got Stephen Fry, who looks like he's melting. He's the Michelin man if you were letting the air out. And we've got Scarlett. Isn't that funny? It's just sort of funny. It's going great over there. Anyway, the blonde was gone the next day. Good news. Rochelle starting the process. Okay. I think she might be trying for a baby. I mean, she did say so.
I thought you meant going blonde.
No. She's always been blonde. She does. She bills me for her whatever very expensive foils every month.
Balayage.
Yeah. Is that what this called?
Yeah.
Balayage? Is that
There's
what you do?
balayage. There's balayage. There's full foils.
This is
half.
the most Jewish I've ever seen you be. That's what's actually very exciting about it. I'll tell you
Yeah.
right now. That's what I love about it. Anyway, she was talking about a freezer. I don't know because she told me right after I took my trazodone to fall asleep. So I'm not entirely sure. Lainie is stalking people online, which, you know, this is a public service. I'm putting it out there. Okay. Be very careful. Okay. Because she learned how to do that thing with the fish.
The catfish.
Yeah, she's learning how to catfish, and I know because I got a friend from my call, Nancy Wallov, and you know about Lainie is harassing me.
Didn't you tell her to do it?
No. I told
thought
her
you said
no.
you should she
I
should
did.
pretend to be someone else.
That's what I did tell her to pretend to be someone else. But in a situation where someone is asking for someone else to pretend to be something, not in a situation where they're not expecting it. Nancy Wallov's son Jeffrey, okay, who is the only millennial named Jeffrey. Everybody else is Gen X, okay, but he's millennial. Okay, he's a banker. He has a wife and children, okay, and he was being harassed. He and his wife Melanie live in New York City. I don't know where. I feel like Lainie went into my Facebook and saw Jeffrey and fell in love. Okay, so she's stalking Jeffrey. She blocked me, so she's not going to hear any of this. I assume that's how it works. But anyway, so Lainie is out there on the loose, is what I'm saying. She's in cyberspace, and honestly, here's my question: do I still have to pay for the iPhone family plan for all these people? When is it done? Are you on a family plan?
I think not pay wise, but we're on a family plan
With each
We're on
other?
something.
With together?
No, there's something in there where I can see
Wait a minute.
your whole family.
Maybe I did put you in
Excuse
my
me.
family plan.
Hold on a second. Is your mother paying for your phone?
No, I am.
You're paying for your mother's phone?
No.
But are you in a family plan with your family?
Yeah. But then I pitch in my share.
Hang on a second. That's brilliant. So you're saying you're on a family plan to get a discount.
Yeah.
But everybody,
Yeah.
there's a hack. There's a hack. That's real advice. You're welcome, America. Get on a family plan with people you hate, and then everybody pays less. So you don't have to, feel like you're spending your money talking to them or communicating with
Yeah.
them. You're actually getting a discount. That is brilliant. I think that's wonderful, Brett. Good for you. All right. Well, listen.
But, so you're going to take away Lainie's, though.
I don't feel like I can cut her off from communicating
Disney
with
Plus
the world.
and everything.
Oh yeah, everybody's got my Disney Plus. I mean, that's just everybody. I gave it to my Russian neighbor too because she's got a little girl in the family. I don't know if they speak exclusively Russian.
Oh yeah,
and I don't read Cyrillic. And that child, I mean, I took the child to see. The child has a hormone problem. I took her to see Wicked. Okay, over Thanksgiving. Remember Wicked?
My favorite. Oh, my favorite.
For good. I thought they were re-releasing the first one again, but they didn't. Anyway, so I took her to see the second half, and I should have brushed up because I forgot everything in the first half. Anyway, we went in to see Wicked, but they wouldn't give us the child ticket because she looks very big, and I said, "You're shaming a 6-year-old for her giant breasts. That's actually you're creating the problem. She has a hormone problem." They said, "There's no way she's not 12." Turns out she actually is 16, but the family was lying. But it does. She's always looked that way. She came out very large breasted. So family is complicated. Am I right?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure is.
that's the truth. It's like sometimes in addition to things that go on with your own children, which, you have to control and you can't control, but you have to. Okay. Sometimes your extended family for years finds out you have a podcast and they're offended when you aren't mentioned on the Yodcast. So for example, I have to make up and take accountability for this. My niece Shira, hello Shira, shalom. She was very offended when I didn't mention her on the very first episode. So let me rewind again. Be kind, rewind. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, for everyone who forgets, my estranged brother Marvin, okay, has a daughter, Shira, who I was very close to. She was like my daughter. She was like the daughter I didn't have, okay, functional. And she got married, okay. She lives in San Diego for a really time. She found herself in the Orthodox community and married some schmuck named Yaakov. Oh. Anyway, she and Yaakov built a life. And they had triplets. Remember, she had a quads in there, but she reduced. Oh. Anyway, that's what happens with IVF. So she had Karsten, Braden, and Daisy. Okay, the triplets. Okay. Anyway, okay, long story short, during the pandemic, they made Aliyah. Do you know what that means?
Aliyah?
Oh, my God. Yeah, Aliyah. Aliyah, but whatever.
Okay.
You're not even...
Not like Aaliyah, like the... Okay. She died.
They didn't make Aliyah. Okay. You're the worst partial Jews that have ever existed. That means they moved to Israel. Calm down. It is a place. Okay. They moved there. Okay. People live there. So they moved there, okay, but you don't have to. They did it during the pandemic, okay, but you don't have to be scared, okay. Thank God they were not there on the 7th. They were there. They were actually away from the country. There was Shira and Yaakov were celebrating the 18th wedding anniversary with a trip to Poland to tour the camps, and I know this because I got a postcard from them from Auschwitz.
From the camps?
Yeah, from Auschwitz. On one side it said "Work will set you free." On the other side it said "Wish you were here." Now I got that's on my fridge.
In German?
It's not. It is not in German. It was translated. They get a lot of tourists there, so it was translated. But anyway, so that's what's going on with them. The good news, okay, is that Braden is in yeshiva. Okay, we always thought he was like hyper fixated, like ADHD, whatever, something neurodivergent, very suited for 12 hours a day of yeshiva study. And honestly, being more religious in Israel for him is good because he could grow a beard without looking strange and he doesn't look unhoused. But because he fits in, everybody has a scraggly beard, and he's got a weak chin anyway, so it covers that. Daisy has a modeling career. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 15 years old, walking on the street in Tel Aviv a few months ago, discovered by Bar Raffaelli's agent.
Wow.
Okay. For all I know, she is on a yacht in Sardinia getting drowned by Leonardo DiCaprio as we speak. What? Excuse me.
I just don't know.
Which part? Which part? Which part?
It's tough to even pick one.
Okay. Well, tell me that's not his type. Okay. And they seem to be disposed
You seem
of.
to be happy about that.
Then they seem to be disappeared rather quickly. Here's what I'm happy about.
Yeah.
I'm what's called a realist, Brett.
Yeah.
And I sense that you're not. Okay. I like to take advantage of the real things that are ahead of us. You, on the other hand, are waiting for life to happen. Okay. This is what's on the menu. I can read the menu. You see the menu and you say, they don't have what I want, so I'm not going to order anything. I'm going to pick something that is there, okay? And what is there is a modeling career that then every step she can choose to do, she can choose free will to do what she wants with the little bit of success that is given to her. But you are waiting for someone to prepare something in the kitchen with ingredients that they don't have. Do you understand?
Oh.
Kind of, but with Leo DiCaprio, it was the Leo DiCaprio.
That is the point, and he missed it. So if you think you know what I mean, you and I are on the same
I just think
level.
she should wait a few years, maybe.
Okay, a few years. Oh, so this is an age problem. You know something? That is fair. That is fair. She's a little young for him. Okay, I didn't know. You picked out something that I'm going to take accountability for that one. She is too young to be involved in what is surely consensual sex with Leonardo DiCaprio, because I can't actually imagine he would ever have to have the Bill Cosby kind. Okay. So, but that's another story. That's another story for another podcast. Now, listen, okay. It is Black History Month. Still,
It is, yeah.
Still, and I just, what I want to say is that I am thrilled that they're being honored. I know. What are you worried about? You look like you're looking at me. I'm just mentioning it. Aren't we supposed to mention it? I mean, there is a Jewish Heritage Month coming up, but I'm going to honor that too.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that sounds...
So far so good.
Terrific. I will say, I overheard Marshall, my paramour, on the phone, and I'm feeling a little. He doesn't have internet right now, so I feel like he won't watch it because he was behind on his Spectrum. He's funny. He's on the Spectrum, but he was behind on his Spectrum payments. And I did find out. I did overhear him talking to his son. It doesn't matter. His son now his iPhone isn't working either, Marshall. So the funny thing is he's been using mine to receive calls, and I was driving him. Doesn't matter. He was on the phone with his son, and it was implied that Marshall voted for you know who.
No.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I'm a little conflicted, okay? Because you know who did you know what for the hostages, hey? The hostages, hey, got back. I know. I don't want to get political, okay?
Well.
But I'm not thrilled. I'm telling you I'm not happy, okay? Do you understand? But that we have to live with a little discomfort in our lives is something that we need to do, okay? And so what I tried to get him to admit it to me, and the problem is he won't admit it to me. And so what I did is in the bedroom, I offered to play hostage. Which is role playing. Do you understand, in the bedroom?
Yeah.
So I said, I made a number of suggestions. Here's what I did to try and get him to tell me who he voted for.
Okay.
I said, do you want to play a hostage game where you kidnap me and trap me and tie me to the bed for sexual simulation? And don't get uncomfortable because the body, I'm sex positive, okay?
As long as it's consensual.
It is consensual.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We were we're having a conversation about what we're trying to do.
I know.
And what I said to him was, do you want to be you know who, or do you want to be Hamas? Okay. And he couldn't answer. And that's the problem that I'm dealing with. Do you understand? He couldn't. I said, you should go for a walk instead of doing this, because this is too much energy for you. And I don't want to watch you contemplate the pros and cons.
You're telling me to go for a walk?
No. I'm telling you what I told Marshall.
Okay, yeah.
Do you understand?
That resonated with me, actually.
What? That sometimes you go for a walk?
No, that like...
You're very...
It sounded like you were talking to me.
No, I'm not. I didn't mean to talk to you, Brett. I don't want you to...
Because I am sort of like weighing a lot of what you're saying.
Well, I feel like, here's what I'm going to tell you. Well, that's because the quarter Jew in you is very upset about all of it.
Feels guilty. Yeah.
Well, it's reaching, the quarter Jew in you is reaching its Jew fingers into the other side and just poking in. And because you can't escape it. A quarter of you is in a cattle car.
Sure.
With the rest of us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah. See a quarter of you in the oven. I'll see half of you in the oven. Yeah.
Which half?
I mean, they're both beautiful.
Oh.
Right? Anyway, you're very mild mannered. I feel like he gets angry twice a year. And when he gets angry, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Am I right? You're mild mannered, and then twice a year,
somewhere in there,
something pushes you over the edge, and it's not something big. It's like he finally ran out of the razors he bought at Costco in 2024.
Yeah.
And God damn it, he wants to shave.
He loves
although
Costco.
I don't know how much shaving is going on. Although you look trimmed.
Yeah, I'm more trimmed maybe than I was last time we saw each other.
Years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
Well, actually a week ago when we recorded.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Either way.
The Earwolf days.
Yeah. Oh, remember Earwolf?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You worked there too.
Yeah, that's where we met.
I know. Isn't that wonderful? And now we're in love.
We're all in love.
I think everyone's everything. That's what I learned. Anyway, look. There will be recurring segments on this podcast. We're going to figure them out. I don't know what they are, but I'm going to figure them out, okay? Because I know that when I explain my wellness and how well I am, you want emphasis on the wellness. So I'll have to come up with those. But right now I don't have them. So you're just going to have to be patient. What the other thing that I would say, here's the thing. Like what I want to do is like ultimately want to figure out how people can continue to get things for free while paying for them. You understand? Because I'm giving you something for free. Don't you feel like you should pay for it? That feels like American, and at the end of the day, I know we have a lot of problems in this country, Brett, but what are you going to pick up and move to Portugal? Oh no. Why? You can't go play with your gay friends in West Hollywood? They're suffering. I tried to drive through West Hollywood 2 days ago and all I could see was Speedos running around. Everybody's having a wonderful time on MDMA. Okay. So you think it's going to be we have to leave. It's fine. Stay and help the queer community in Kentucky. Okay. Don't use your privilege to go and move to Portugal. Okay, Brett?
I mean, a summer, summer house.
A vacation is something different. I'm not. Did I say vacation?
No,
Why doesn't he listen to me?
No, I'm just saying I can split my time.
Okay, you know what?
Things get really bad.
But I know they feel bad. Oh, they feel bad. Look around. Okay? Look around. Stay grounded. Let me tell you something. You know what? I don't want. I'm actually done. I'm actually done for the day.
Oh,
you know what?
no,
I'm
don't
actually,
let me.
no,
I'm sorry.
angry.
I'm sorry.
I'm angry.
I know what you mean. I do know.
Is it a Patreon or another kind of subscriber base? Because this was the other problem that I was corrected. It might not be a Patreon. Patreon is like part of some other business because everything is global, okay? And the same 5 people own everything, and it's terrible, and it's garbage, and it is America's fault. But that doesn't mean at least we can protest. There are countries. Have you ever been to Dubai?
No, I have not.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something. I was on a layover in Dubai.
Oh.
Did you know? Here's what I didn't
Do you
know.
have the chocolate? That's all I hear about.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that chocolate.
It's good.
It's good, right?
It is wonderful. You know what? It tastes like? It tastes like, okay, it's like a perfect smooth chocolate.
Yeah.
And then inside is like a pistachio paste, a paste that feels like it has mini Rice Krispies inside because they pop in your mouth. Have you had it?
Oh my God. Well, I'm gluten free, so I haven't been able to eat it.
I got some in Glendale actually.
Stop. You're telling me that there's gluten free in pistachios?
No, but in the like
in the what? In the wrapper?
in the
what?
stuff that's inside the pistachio paste, the Krispies. Just the Krispies.
You've had it.
I have had
And it is
Yeah.
something else.
It was as good as it was hyped to be. Yeah.
It lights your vagina on fire in the most positive ways. And I'm very sorry that you're gluten-free. I knew you were gluten-free just looking at you. You look healthy and a little annoying. So I can tell. Anyway, I don't know if it's Patreon, but I know that there's a way you can subscribe to this. And I'm to be honest with you, I'm too old to learn the technical bullshit that I don't have to learn anymore. I'm here to give you my wisdom, not my expertise. So with that, join the subscription.
Yeah. There'll be a link in the description.
Because like I said, it's not good karma for you to just take. It's important for you to give. Okay. And if you want to, support whatever kind of good advice that I have given you today, okay, me and the 3/4 Jews, then you can thank me for it. Okay. With that, onwards and upwards. Namaste. Namaste.
That was great.
I don't know. I mean, this time I'm going to go the same way, but you have to do something about your table.
Oh, I know. You can get out. I mean, we can.
I mean, it's just
God,
a
look
bench.
at your beautiful body. Is that okay to say?
You can say
Look
it.
at
That's
you.
nice.
You're like a little hourglass.
Oh.
You need to put a ring on it. You understand? Okay. Can I touch your tushy?
You can.
See, that's how I know she's a millennial, not Gen Z. Okay, if you aren't subscribed yet, don't make me yell at you, okay? You could do the kosher monthly plan for $4 a month or the kosher yearly plan for $40 a year. You get episodes early, you get ad-free episodes, and you get access to additional Beverly content, including but not limited to mini episodes of my original true crime series, Finding Finchy, where I am determined to track down Elizabeth Finch, the cancer faker from Grey's Anatomy, and make her apologize to me for giving me the idea to fake Cancer. If it weren't for her, I never would have done it. The Beverly Podcast and Yodcast are executive produced by Dana Wickens. Engineering and a bunch of other stuff is done by Brett Morris. Social media management is handled by Shannon Locke. And additional support and development for the Beverly Podcast came from the Jewish Writers Institute and the Maimonides Fund. So yeah, you got it. The Jewish World Controllers have their hands all over this too. Scary.
Boogie 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 boogie